Good morning, children. I hope you all are fine. So we have completed 3 chapters. I hope you don't have any difficulty. So here the chapter 4 I'm starting today. The chapter 4 is basics of operating system. From very young age you are studying about operating system. So operating system is actually a software, system software that manages the computer hardware, resources and provides common services for computer programs. Got it? It manages all the devices connected with the computer and provides common services for computer programs. Okay, like starting any software, closing the software, common services. The operating system is vital component of the system software in the computer system. So it is very important system software. So application programs usually require an operating system to function. So if application programs are general programs that we are using in our daily life and we need to install those softwares, like if we have to listen the music, we have to install VLC media player, but it is not possible to install application program if operating system is not there. Okay, you know very well, if you have to install VLC media player to listen the song, then you need an operating system so that you can easily use that software. Okay, so here I will explain you with the help of diagram. So these are hardwares. Okay, the computer hardware. Operating system is installed on in the CPU, and then after that operating system will create an interface between user and the hardware. Okay, or we can say application program and the hardware. Okay, so it will be an intermediate so that we will be able to smoothly use computer. Got it? Then user can install application softwares in operating system. Okay, so there are various types of application softwares like Microsoft Office package. Okay, Microsoft Office package, you know very well, we have discussed it in previous chapter, types of software. So there we discussed about various types of application softwares. Okay, like general purpose application software or customized application software. So if we have to install those application softwares, then we have to use operating system, because operating system creates an environment for the user to use computers very easily. Okay, like with the help of operating system we can see icons on the desktop, then we can see file folders and all. These are some examples of operating system: Linux operating system, Apple, Windows, then IBM, Ubuntu, Unix, Android for mobile, MS-DOS operating system. This is command user interface. Okay, like here we will not be able to see icons and menus. We will have to simply type commands. Okay, then this is Mac operating system. Now what OS does? So we will study about the basic task of operating system. It controls and allocate memory. Okay, like if we have to, if the file is to be saved, then operating system will control that how it will be saved, and it will allocate space in the memory so that the file can be saved. Then it will prioritize system request. You might have seen if there is any error occur, if errors occurs, then what happens, some pop-up generates and will tell you that there is some request or any error or something like that. Okay, so it always prioritize the system request. Okay, like any of the application software we are working on, but if there is anything related to the system, then it will prioritize the request. Now controlling input and output devices. All input devices like keyboard, mouse, touch screen, etc., which is connected. Then output devices like printer, monitor, everything it will connect. It will control. Now facilitating networking. Okay, if there is internet connection, if PCs are connected together to form the network, then it will help in networking between those PCs. Managing file systems. It is used to manage all the files on the computer. You might have seen the files and folders are properly organized in Windows Explorer in computers. So this can be understood with the help of structure of operating system. Okay, like if hardware is there, then operating system needed to be installed. Which type of operating system we will use? A system software. Okay, means we have to install a system software. So we will consider an example, operating system, and then after that we can install application programs. So I'll explain you the structure of operating system. The structure of OS consists of 4 layers. First of all, hardware. So hardware consists of all the peripheral devices which are connected with the computer, okay, internal or external devices. Okay, so hardware consists of CPU, then main memory, input output devices, etc. Now software. Which software we want? Operating system. Okay, we need to install a system software, that is operating system. So software includes process management routines, memory management routines, input output control routines, and file management routines. Okay, these are all the tasks of operating system, and that is why we are installing operating system. Okay, so the third layer is system programs. This layer consists of compilers, assemblers, and linkers. Okay, so compilers I have already explained. Compilers and assemblers and linkers, these are language processors. They are actually used to create link between the machine language and the high level language. Okay, so that computer can understand it easily. Now application programs. So after installing various system softwares, we will install application softwares. So here this is dependent on user's need. Okay, like if you are working in a MS Word, okay, you have to make a poster, then you need to install MS Word. Okay, so here we can see example like railway reservation system. Okay, like if there is a railway reservation system, you know very well that on like these days to book tickets and all, we are using softwares. Okay, application software. Government also have their own application software. In Rajasthan you might have seen it is www.rsrtc.in. Okay, so from there we can book tickets, railway tickets. Okay, so it is customized application software. Now bank databases can be saved. Okay, you might have seen that these days banks have their own softwares which can be installed in the PCs of their own employees. Okay, and those employees will be able to use that bank database. There they can insert customer details, then various other details like transaction details will be maintained. We can see our statement and many other records. We can see, we can download statement. These days we can also recharge mobile, and we can apply for FDs, loans, and various facilities. All the facilities we can use from bank database. Role of operating system. So here these are all important roles of operating system. So in that we will study program creation. Okay, so operating system helps in creating programs. Okay, like developers used to create programs, and then they used to execute on computer. They need compilers and interpreters, like if we can see example of C++. If we have to write program in C++, then a language processor is required. Okay, so we can install Turbo C software. So if we have to work in C++, then we will install Turbo C in our computer, and then we will be able to write programs in C++ language. Now program execution. Okay, so after writing the program, operating system's responsibility is to execute the program, okay, or any of the software which is there in your computer, so that we can use that program. Then input output operations. Okay, Input devices will be the input devices which are connected, and then the input will be taken from those input devices, and then output will we will be able to see on output devices. So all input operations, like altogether we are using mouse and keyboard, then the operations related to mouse and keyboard will be sent to the CPU, it will be processed, and then it will work accordingly. Then output devices, so output devices like printer, monitor is there, so whatever data is processed will be sent by the CPU to the monitor, so that we will be able to see the output on the screen. If there is a print command, then the command will be sent to the printer. Okay, so who will send the command? Okay, who will send the command to print the print on printer? That is operating system. Then error detection, so whatever error occurs, either it is related to system or it is related to any software, then the error will be detected and necessary pop-ups will be generated, or troubleshooting and many other facilities are provided by operating system that can be done. Then resource allocation. Okay, so whatever device is required at the time of execution of the program, then according to that the resources will be allocated. Now accounting will be done, all the logs, what means what are the softwares we are starting in the computer, which task to be executed first, okay, time scheduling and everything, and then log system and all that. Until and unless one process is completed, another will not start, or maybe parallelly two or more processes will start together. Okay, so it depends on processing, and every log is kept by operating system. Okay, record of every process will be kept by the operating system. Then there is protection. You know very well, these days operating system provide various types of utility softwares. Okay, like antivirus also we used to get free, maybe for 1 year or something like that, or maybe for 1 month. Okay, so operating systems are providing antivirus software so that we can protect our computer from viruses. Then apart from that, disk cleanup facility is there with which we can clean the drives. Then disk defragmentation is there to properly arrange the fragmented parts of the file, etc. Okay, students. So students, only this much for today. So I want all of you to read 4th chapter, Basics of Operating System. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.